Yeah, so welcome. This is for those of you who don't know me. I'm Candace J. Dunkley. You can call me Candace. Yeah, this is my first time going live, and I am so pumped up that you all are here. The reason why is because I was inspired to do this 30-day challenge, and it's been on my heart for some time, and yeah, I haven't done it. This pillow is like, it was perked up when I first started. You know, I want to get the aesthetic. But yeah, so I was inspired to do a 30-day challenge, and it was for me to practice freestyling. And you know, I was thinking at first I would do a short, and then the short, I was like, you know what, doing a short gives me too much leeway to start over, because I can. So I said I should do it live, and I should also just do a challenge where I just speak to you guys, and at the end or sometime in between, I can do some sort of poetic or affirmation challenge. Now, here's the reason why I felt called to do this. It was really a call for me personally, to get over perfectionism. I had an idea to do it, and then all the thoughts came in my mind. What if it's not good enough? If people don't like it, blah, blah, blah. But really, I know that I'm a poet. Freestyling, however, is not like my strongest suit. I see, hello to the viewer that just popped in. But yeah, I know that freestyling is not my strongest suit. It's something I just started doing for fun. And I am here now doing, so now I'm doing, sorry, I just dozed off, I just blanked. But I wanted to do freestyling. It's not my strongest suit. I'm a poet, so that's what I do. I plan out my poems and then I memorize them. But one time I started trying it, and I said, look, I think it's fun. It's fun, and it's a new way for me to stretch my craft. Not about being perfect or even being great at it, but just something to do. And then I said, you know what? A lot of times with these videos that I do, I often have an idea, but it can take a lot of energy to get out because I want it to be so perfect. So I said, let this be a challenge where for 30 days, not only do I freestyle, but I speak to you guys on topics that have something to do with self-love. And it'll be things that are not scripted or highly unscripted. I saw I had a comment, by the way. I am just getting used to using this, so I'm not ignoring people. I'm just getting used to using this, so I couldn't see the comment or like what the comment said, but whoever you are, thanks for commenting. But yeah, so this is a challenge. It's for 30 days. I'm going to speak about something, have an idea, and let's see if I could read it with me. I think that was Dr. Paula. I could barely see the name, but I think you said affirmations are so important. Thank you. Yes, they are. And I am going to, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Freestyling affirmations or freestyling poems, and also just speaking on camera for a little bit. It won't necessarily be the same time every day, because, well, what I want to talk to you about today is overcoming perfectionism. And for me to do this 30 days straight, I have to my schedule changes sometimes. I have to be able to just roll with the punches. I'm going to try to keep it going in the mornings, but there may be some times where it has to be at night, and or it has to be midday, or it has to just be me walking around. Sometimes, and so that's what I want to talk to you guys about today is perfectionism, because how often do we have an idea and it gets locked up inside of us, it gets caged up inside of us because we want it to come out so perfect, when really We just have to start. And yes, sometimes starting can be the planning process. Sometimes starting can be the planning process, doing the research. But a lot of times the time we should be spending just going and just starting, or maybe doing some research first, or doing just something to get started. Instead, we spend our time asking for everyone's opinion. We talk ourselves out of it. We think of every reason why it won't work. And the key is to just know that this idea that is inside of you came inside of you for a reason. So, so that's what the challenge is for me. That's my personal challenge. Over the course of the 30 days, I'll be speaking about different topics, probably a lot having to do with perfectionism, but not always. And what does perfectionism have to do with self-love? It's about self-discovery. If you want to discover what you're capable of, you can't be held back by perfectionism, because you're not going to be able to do it perfect. You just have to do it. And so discovering what you are capable of is about releasing perfectionism. Now, the challenge for you is, what is it that you have locked up inside of you? What idea do you have that you've been thinking about and thinking about and thinking about? Over the next 30 days, I want to encourage you guys to, whatever that idea is, to be like, all right, we're going to get this started. Whatever starting means to you. Maybe starting means, I want to write a book. Okay, I'm going to read up on more books that are in the same genre, so I have an idea of structure. Maybe it means that I am going to just start writing. Set aside 10 minutes a day to write something. Maybe this 30-day challenge is you got to break up with somebody. Okay, maybe there's a boo thing that you got, and they're bringing your vibes down. You guys are not on the same life path, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the smell, maybe it's their abs, whatever it is. You keep going back, and we have all been there, myself included. But maybe this 30-day challenge is to say, you know what, I said that this person is not right for me, and I'm going to stick to moving forward without them. Maybe this 30-day challenge is you taking time for yourself. Like, I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes a day. Maybe it's seeing a therapist. Maybe it's whatever it is, whatever it means for you. What is the idea that you have been having that you have held onto, and because you've been afraid to do it perfectly, like that you can't do it perfectly. I have a poem where I talk about, and I don't want to make this too much about breakups, but it's coming to me, so I'm just going to go with it. I have a poem where I talk about stages of healing after a breakup, and I said, I had to learn that I could write without him, right? Like, I was so used to the support and the codependency that, like, there were so many times where things weren't going right that it didn't occur to me that I could leave. So I stayed in the wrong relationship for 10 years. Who here is in the wrong relationship, and this is your chance to say, you know what? For 30 days, I'm going to commit to making this decision for me. And I know it's going to be hard, but it'll be worth it for my freedom in the long run, and for theirs too. Because if you're not right for them, chances are they're not right for you. But yeah, whatever your 30 days is, I want to challenge you all to go after it. And then just one last thing on perfectionism. I just want to know I heard someone say this on a podcast before, like, who told you this, right? Like, and so I just want you to ask yourself, who told you that in order to be a blessing, you had to be perfect? Who told you that? Who told me that, right? Sometimes we have things that have been passed down to us either generationally or through the media or through a friend or something we just read in a book, or things get trapped in our subconscious. And if we can make decisions based off of something that's been told to us, well, we can tell ourselves something else, okay? So we can empower ourselves to tell ourselves a brand new story. You don't have to have perfection, but you do have to have progress. And the way you get progress is by taking that step, okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about today. I said I was going to do a freestyle, so I'm going to end up on a freestyle. I don't know what's about to come out my mouth, so bear with me. Yeah, so let's see. So basically, for the point of freestyle, there are different meanings for freestyles. In this case, it's like perfection. It's going off the top of my head. That's not always what people mean, but that's what I mean this time. I'm going off the top of my head, and either it'll be affirmations, or it'll be a poem, or it'll be just some words that I think may be helpful. We'll see. So I'm just gonna take a moment and breathe. Who told me to be a blessing I couldn't have my progress? Who told me to be a blessing I had to have perfection over progress? Who told me in order to go somewhere I had to be everything at the very start? Who told me that I had to latch onto these excuses? Who told me that I wasn't enough? Who told me? Who told you that you couldn't get started? Who told you that that dream that God put in your heart wasn't for you? We are all children of God. We all have miraculous miracles running through our veins. We all have something powerful to say. We are beings more powerful than we can even imagine, which means if we can imagine, then we can make it happen. It is time to make it happen. I don't know who may have told me anything that blocked my mentality, but I'm here today to say it's time for me, you, we to unleash our mentality. We can do everything. We can do anything we put our faith and energy towards. And I believe that it is time for us to go forward. That's it, and that's all. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually read the comments because the comments are coming in this way, my video's this way. I hope you guys are seeing the video correctly, but I'm gonna pull up the comments. Okay, I can't actually view the comments, I don't think, until it's over. Maybe that's because I'm getting started and YouTube will unleash more features as I go forward, or maybe I just don't know how to use the chat feature because this is my first time going live. I don't know. But what I do know is thank you for tuning in, Dr. Paula. I wasn't able to catch that it was you. I appreciate the comments. I saw one other person drop in. I hope you got what you came for. And to every person who's gonna watch this video after, because I'm gonna post it, and we just thank God for good technology that it is posted. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And have a beautiful and blessed day. Remember, this is a 30-day challenge, so let me know in the comments what you are about to accomplish over these 30 days. What are you gonna let go of? What are you gonna hold on to? What are you gonna pursue? What are you going to do during these 30 days? Oh, I promise I'm wrapping it up. But one last thing, imperfectionism. Have you ever been on a diet and you've been doing well? Then you had one day you fell off, and then that one day turns to a month, Because it's like somewhere in our head we have it that it's like, oh, well, I said I'm going to be consistent, so if I fall off, I'm not consistent anymore. So I got to go back to being inconsistent. No, like, God forbid I have a day where I miss, which that's not what I'm speaking to existence, because I want to be really do it. But if I had a day where I missed, it can't turn into 30 days where I miss, right? Like, if you have a stumbling block, figure out what the lesson is that caused you to stumble, that caused the setback, and then keep it moving. Because again, we want progress over perfection. So yeah, I'm so amped up for this, for this challenge. And yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye. Now I gotta figure out how to turn this end. Okay.